What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. I just want to say very quickly, this is part 2 of the analysis for the game against MaestroSquad. If you haven't seen part 1, please check that out before you see part 2, because the video is just going to continue straight away after I scored 1-0 and I was 1-0 ahead against him. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer everything to the best of my ability. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. So as he scored, I had to defend, obviously, the kickoff glitch. Now, the way I defend kickoff glitch is I choose a striker or a winger. In this case, I chose Sterling. And what I do is I activate the offside trap, and what it does is it brings my back line forward. It just helps prevent the kickoff glitch. Now, kickoff glitch does exist. It's a bug in a game. It was in FIFA 18. It was in FIFA 19. I don't want to get into it too much, but I just kind of choose a striker or a winger, and I kind of bring them back to cover the center. Now, the only way to stop the kickoff glitch is to let the ball go out of play or go for a set piece. Now, this is where I completely actually mess up, and sometimes you have to be smart. And I actually lose the ball with Valencia. I don't know how he gets out-barged by Johan Cruyff, but he gets the ball. Now, as you probably know, kickoff glitch exists. These players can get in behind. Eusebio is very fast, and so is Cristiano Ronaldo. So sometimes you have to be smart, and you need to know when to make a tactical foul. In this case, I thought in my head, if this guy does get through, my CDMs are too far away. So if he does get through, he's basically going to be on goal. So I decided to do a foul with Kimpembe here, bring him down, just prevent the kickoff glitch. He gets through again. He gets through again. Now Ronaldo, he does a scoop turn here. He's through on goal. I deliberately foul him. I go in with my defender. I won't get a red card. The reason why, because obviously I have another defender behind him. So obviously I'm not the last man. So sometimes you have to be smart. You need to know when to make a tactical foul. I knew the free kick was far away. I took a hit. I took the yellow card. But at least that way I stopped the kickoff glitch and I stopped the attack. So if you are defending the kickoff glitch, I would say make a foul. Sometimes it's better to make a foul as soon as kickoff starts rather than concede. He does hit the post in the end. I didn't move my keeper. If that had been the green time finesse shot, it probably would have gone in. Now, if you're watching this game and you watch the first part, I just want you to bear in mind and keep in mind which player I'm selecting. It's also important to understand how I'm defending as well, just so you can kind of get an insight of how I play. As you probably know, I kind of defend by man marking and use second defender press a lot. So just watch very carefully, when I do defend, what happens. Now here I get a good chance. Now, Kondogbia is not good on the ball. Obviously, he's useless at shooting. I can pass to Pro Player. It's my only really option. I can't pass to anyone else. Everyone's practically marked and out of position. That is actually a very, very good angle to do a first time finesse. The reason why, to defend against this, it's extremely hard. Unless you're up against a very good player who can predict you're going to do a first time finesse, it's hard to defend against this. If this is a green time first time finesse, the 2/3 power is going into the back of the net. Now, I could have actually passed to Ben Yedder, but obviously I didn't think about it too much because in the heat of the moment everything happens too fast, but that is a viable option. I end up going for the first time finesse. I actually mess up the shot, and in this case I bring back Ben Yedder. Why? I bring back Ben Yedder because I don't want to get counter attacked. As usual, I just want to solidify the middle of the pitch. I don't mind him going down the wings, just to kind of prevent the counter attack, if that makes sense. That's why I bring back the cams in it. It's just kind of a habit that I have. Now, this is a very basic thing I'm going to tell you. You probably know this already, but just in case you don't. For throw-ins, the best way to give the ball to your player unmarked is to select another player, move him away from goal, and in turn, obviously the player you play against is going to try to mark him, and that basically just frees up the pass. You probably know this already, but I know there's going to be someone out there that doesn't know it, and they might ask me why I'm doing that, or they might miss that small thing that I'm doing. So that's just something very simple. Most of you probably know that already. And this game, it goes back and forth, to be honest. There's chances on both sides, but to be honest, the game could have gone either way. He defends really well. He's playing a drop back tactic. It's quite hard to play against drop back. The only benefit I did have was that when he did kind of go forward, I could intercept the ball like here with Promes. I tried to intercept the ball. That's kind of the way to play against players that are very attacking. Because once they lose the ball, there's a good chance for a counter attack. And in the end, same thing with free kicks. I always try to, defend, cut the passing lanes. I try to track runs as well. And sometimes, for example, like here, Kondogbia, I know I'm going to be outnumbered. So there's nothing wrong with bringing Kondogbia back. Now, his front four strikers are amazing. All got 90 shooting and above. Believe me, if they get a single shot on goal, a first time finesse, the ball is going into the back of the net. So I just bring Kondogbia there, just to kind of solidify the centre of the midfield. And if he wasn't there, you know, maybe he would have actually got the ball back there. So it's all about, you know, taking risks in your head, you know, knowing sometimes when to move your play in a certain position to kind of prevent the pass. Now I get very lucky here. I actually get a penalty. Now obviously 1-0 ahead, I was thinking, if I score this penalty, I can not bury the game, but I could have a cushion, because at 1-0, if it's 1-1, anything can happen. Now I don't know if you guys know about penalties, but you can actually see which direction the player is going by looking at the player's head. Now watch Promes, watch his head. I'm actually going to aim to the right hand side. Just watch how Promes actually looks at the right hand side. You see that, how he looks? I don't know if you saw that, his head movement, right? Now what people do is they look one way and they go the opposite way. It's kind of like a psychology game with penalties. So I looked to the right hand side, I went down the middle. Obviously in the hindsight I should have tried to outsmart him. Maybe I should have actually gone the way I was looking. But obviously in that situation, you know, it was a heat of the moment. I didn't really think about it too much. Simple things like that, that's when it comes to kind of outsmarting your opponent. And that's how to be a better player. You want to be unpredictable, if that makes sense. And that is the best way to succeed. Again here, it just becomes attack off attack. And you see here, he had a really good opportunity here. See a first time finesse? Now this is why I bring back Kondogbia. In a clip early on, you saw me bring back Kondogbia. Now, had he timed that finesse shot, that would have probably have gone in. I kid you not, that's how broken this game is this year. But that's how you abuse finesse shots, and that is why obviously I bring back my CDMs. Now this is something you can take away from the video. This is using Hug the Sidelines. I'll have a video on this earlier, but what Hug the Sidelines does is your wide players basically split up and they go towards the side of the pitch. Now what happens is if you want to distribute the ball to your fullbacks, there's always a high chance that you're going to get marked. Now I don't see anyone do this. Now if you're a pro player and you're watching this somehow, you could learn this, because I've never seen anyone do this on the pro scene. I've never seen any player even do this on stream or any game at all. But the key is, what you want to do is you want to activate Hug the Sidelines. Now it's on the attacking menu. It's a D-pad tactic. Now this clip you may have to watch it back again, because things happen very quickly. Now I want you to pay attention to both the left back and the right back. Now as soon as I activate Hug the Sidelines, they're going to split up and they're going to spread out wide. Also watch the radar as well. As soon as I activate it, they're going to start moving. So very soon you're going to see what happens. So I'm going to activate Hug the Sidelines. As soon as I do that, you see how the players already started running. I don't know if you saw that. Now what this is going to happen is my players are going to split up and they're going to move away from their markers. And that's how you distribute the ball out to your fullbacks and basically play out from the back. That's how I do it. That's how I always play out from the back successfully. As you can see, the ball goes to my players unmarked and I just deactivate Hug the Sidelines. It's a very important tactic. Please do learn it and experiment using Hug the Sidelines. I'll have a video on it coming very shortly, which I go a bit more in depth, but just for now, try using Hug the Sidelines when you do get a goal kick, and basically your defenders will essentially be unmarked. Essentially, it's all about timing. I would just say experiment it yourself. Now going into the end of the first half, it was a good first half, to be honest. Maybe the final score should have been 2-1. You know, he hit the post and had a good chances. He has one shot on goal. I think that was in the first minute, and he hit the post. You know, a shot on the post doesn't count as on target shot. Now here I decided to take Ben Yedder off. The reason why, Ben Yedder's stamina is quite appalling, and I bring on Dries Mertens. The reason why is because I need someone with a high-low work rate for the counter attack. I need someone to stay forward, and when I do get the ball, someone that's really fast as well that I can distribute the ball to him. I just check his formation here and I just, you know, see which players he has. Like I know he has Ronaldo on the right hand side, so this way I can expect, for example, a finesse near post. It's all about kind of knowing what the opponent's doing, where the players are positioned, so in your head you kind of know where Ronaldo is roughly. Now from kickoff, I don't really have a set way of playing, to be honest. From kickoff, because he's playing drop back, it's another way to defending. It's a kickoff glitch. I prefer not to do it because sometimes you can still get past, but nevertheless it's just a tactic. Now going back to defending is something what I want to kind of reiterate. I always try to run towards the goal and try to run into the space where the ball is going to get played to. Here is kickoff glitch. Again, my players are falling asleep and I get very lucky. I try to mark both Eusebio's run and also Cruyff's got a 5-star weak foot. I do intend and I do in turn mark Cruyff's shot. Unfortunately, it gets deflected to Eusebio. Thank God he aims it straight at the keeper. Probably never expected it. But now the ball's gone out of play. That's when kickoff glitch stops. Now this is how I defend. What I do now is I'm actually going to drag Kondobia to go near post just to prevent the cross going in. And what I'm actually doing is with Kimpembe, I'm actually using second defender press. See second defender press? That's the play in second defender press. So what I use is allow AI to press the player with the ball, and then I manually choose a player to man mark the space. That's the kind of way I defend. I let AI press the guy, and then I kind of man mark the space or try to cut the passing lanes out manually. Now here I actually get a really good chance. Now, unfortunately now I know Griezmann's got a 3-star weak foot, so I can't shoot near post. I can't pass to Sterling because he's marked, and Pro Maes is the only person I can pass to. I can do a driven cross, but the problem is his defender will probably get there before me. That's the only downside. So in this case, the most obvious thing to do now is to cut in. Now I could have passed to Pro Maes here, but obviously there's a big chance that the goalkeeper might actually get the ball. So that's another problem as well. But what I try doing is I open my body up deliberately, and what I'm trying to make it look like is I'm trying to go for the finesse far post. I'm anticipating that he's going to move his goalkeeper upwards to prevent the finesse, because obviously Griezmann is left-footed. I tried to outsmart him here this time and actually go near post, trying to be unpredictable. So I tried to do a low-driven finesse shot near post, and unfortunately, first of all, it becomes yellow timed, so it doesn't go in. And secondly, it doesn't end up being a driven shot. I think I forgot to press L1, so it became a normal finesse shot. Now, had that been a green time shot, it probably would have gone in. Maybe a bit more to the right-hand side, that would have probably been a goal. So I tried to catch him off guard there. So I get a corner as usual. I always pass my corners. And it's all about being unpredictable. You're going to see later on I have a lot of corners. I do different things each time. The key is to be unpredictable, so you can't guess what you're doing. And I actually lose the ball there, and he actually counters me. Now this is about defending smartly. Now I deliberately run back with Telles. The reason why, if you look on a radar, I know it's 2 against 2 basically. So I deliberately run towards Telles. I try to make the commit to get the ball. I don't get it. Now with Marquinhos, I know he's slow. I can't stop Ronaldo with him. So what I try doing is I try cutting the passing lanes. And to be fair, Eusebio plays a good driven pass. Now this is how I defend. Ronaldo's obviously as fast as Telles. You don't want to run towards the ball. You want to run towards goal. It's all about angles. You want the shorter angle towards the goal, because he has to cut in eventually, and that's how I cut him out. You never want to run towards the ball. You kind of want to run towards where the player is going, especially the player is faster than you. So always bear that in mind. It's not about running towards the ball, but it's about running towards where the player is. And here I get a very good chance, and I try to do a near post finesse shot with Pogba. Unfortunately, I didn't time it correctly. It was a yellow early shot, and I think he moved his keeper as well. I just double checking in a replay, did he move his keeper? I think he did in turn. And it's small little things like that you just need to pick up, you know, when does he move the keeper? Because then now I know for next time in that situation, I can go far post, if that makes sense. Now, in this corner, I was just trying to mix it up. As you know, I pass my corners. So remember last time how I kind of did a drag back and I went inwards? The key is you want to be unpredictable. So I went the opposite way this time. Obviously last time I went towards the right hand side. So this time I go towards the left hand side. It's all about being unpredictable, trying to find space. I try to find the perfect pass, and I get a really good opportunity here, and he does an amazing deflection. I get a green time finesse that would 100% gone in had Ramos not been there. He makes a very good block there with his defender. And I get a corner again. Again, I do the same thing. I don't cross it, as I said, because the probabilities of you actually winning the header is very low. That's what I tend to prefer not to cross, especially that I've got very short players. And to be honest, I'm not that good at headers anyway, to be fair. So I get another corner, and you're going to see very shortly that I actually lose the ball, and it goes up for a goal kick. And this is why I advocate fast players. You're going to see what I mean very quickly. Against God tier teams, you're going to need very fast players. The reason why, you need to man mark and cut passing lanes. There's a ball to Ronaldo, a lobbed ball, right? Ronaldo wins the header. Now, I'm going to explain to you why I used the SPC Kieran Tierney, and I like CDMs with 90 pace without chemistry styles. I'll explain to you why. Now, against this team, players like Ronaldo obviously aren't extremely fast. The best way to defend against these players is you want to get to the space and get to the areas before the pass is being played. What do I mean by that? Now, I kind of want Pogba to be in between Ronaldo and Eusebio. Obviously, the faster I get there, the more higher chance I'm going to win the ball back. And the reason why I want to get there as fast as I can is I want to prevent the pass from Ronaldo to Eusebio. That's why I advocate fast players. Also, Ronaldo can obviously run on goal. I want to prevent that. But you see, because Pogba is so slow here, he doesn't run back in time. And by the time Pogba does come back, Ronaldo's already done a La Croqueta. He's already passed to Eusebio. Eusebio does a dummy backwards, pushes forward, and he does a finesse shot. I actually moved my keeper, but he didn't save it. So fair play, and he shushed me. It was a good goal, and he's probably getting revenge for me for shushing him. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed part 2. Part 3 will be coming shortly. Let me know if you have any suggestions in the comment section down below. See you later, guys.